Alright, welcome in to the latest game of our necromantic run in UKBBL. The team is finally looking quite good. We've got block on both flesh golems, we've got a guard wraith, we've got block on both wolves, we've got blodge on one of the wolves, that's quite exciting, and we've got a Sherhan's ghoul as well. Block, we've got actually some pretty nice randoms on our line. We've got a random block and a random wrestle. Team's in good shape. We're up against undead, who are looking a bit in less good shape. They've got Mummy with grab, Mummy with guard. They've got a movement 6 ghoul. Why is that showing as green? That should definitely be red. That's a point lost. With diving tackle, a movement 3 zombie with wrestle, and a armor busted tackle dauntless. Rough season it looks like for our undead opponent, but we're going to be giving them some inducements here. That is correct, Krogs are. The goblins are 6 and 0, but they're coming up right after this. Right after this game, we'll get to the goblins. Exciting times. Gobs. We got to do one necromantic game first, and then we get to the gobs. And good morning, Torquemada. Are you off to a tournament this weekend, Torquemada? Don't tell me you're off to Bleed Bowl as well. I'll be too sad. Oh, High Wycombe's this weekend. Is that the is that Southeast series? No, the one in February, Southeast, isn't it? I think. I do want to come back and do that sometime. Because, yeah, it's always got interesting rule sets, hasn't it? We don't want to put our flesh golems on the line. What am I doing? We want to put zombos on the line. Let's put a... Who are we benching? Maybe we're benching the sure hands for defense. Live without... Can we live without the ghoul? We lose some movement, but we've got 2 wolves now. I think we can. I think we're not going offset. Wake up, tree. This is why it's good to do this before the goblins. We can spend some time making sure our brain is working. Very narrow formation, but I think it works. Makes it hard to hit. Except with mummies. See, you might do all of them, right? Southeast, Southwest London. So the tabletop series, like the Southeast series, last year, they made it so you had to participate in a minimum of 5 competitions from the series to have your record count. This season, they've standardized the rule sets across London, Southeast, Southwest, and Midlands, and a few others. And you only have to do 3. So, like, if you do 3, your score can count, and I feel like 3 is not that hard to hit. So definitely High Wycombe is counting in Southeast. I just don't know if that's like if that specific one is for the Southeast series. I know there is one in the Southeast series that is High Wycombe. I just don't know if like you can only have, like, each venue can only have 1, right? Like it can't be every month that it counts as Southeast. So, like, I don't know if this is the month or if it's a different month. I thought maybe it was the February one that counted for Southeast, but I'm not sure. I wish I was, Raven, but I'm going to be in Japan. So I say I wish I was. I'm not sad I'm going to Japan. But yeah, I'm having to miss it. I'm a bit sad because I did buy that ticket ages ago, but yeah, I have to miss it. You should, Maggio. It's a good tournament. Like, always, like, different in a generous way rule sets. Like, quite often I think with the High Wycombe rule sets, it winds up with 1 or 2 of the races being a bit too strong. But at least it's like fun, generous rule packs rather than stingy rule packs that give you no options. And it's normally a good crowd. It's not a work trip to Japan, it's a fun trip. It's family trip. Family trip and then visiting some friends in New Zealand. It's a mega trip. I will have to do some work while I'm there because I'm self-employed, so I have to keep making money, but it's not a work trip. It's a Very exciting fun trip. Oh my god, yeah, if Maple isn't banned. I'm already looking at a tournament in October, which Maple hasn't been banned for yet, and I'm like, oh, if they don't ban Maple, Maple's definitely coming, but I expect they'll be banned by then. The rules pack currently doesn't have them banned, but there's time. More people should Kalon. Are you going to, I assume you're going to Bleed Bowl, right? I assume you're going to Bleed Bowl. I assume you're going to be singing for Collie. And I'm going to be jealous. Is your local? Amazing. En route to Thulian. Jealous. And pints. Well, you enjoy those pints with Thulian. I didn't look at the rule set since I wasn't going, but I assume Thulian has come up with something evil and monstrous because that's what he does. I have heard that the rule set is quite aggressive, but I haven't noticed it. Morning, DK Max. If I wasn't going to Japan, I would be there. Like, if I wasn't going to Japan, I would be there 100%. Like, Collie really wanted me to go. Like, she was like putting the pressure on, and I was like, definitely, that sounds fun. But yeah, maybe next year. Maybe next year. I don't know if Bleed Bowl is the same time every year. If it is, I would definitely look at it next year. Because it's not that far to Cork, really. But the budget for this current period is assigned for Big Trip. Okay, so the undead have got the ball. They didn't remove anything, but they have knocked a few of us over and made a big line, which is always a bit awkward to deal with, isn't it? Do we jam into the line? We could jam into the line. It was a bit of a worry with the mummies, but like I feel like we could jam in over here, okay? Pop you in there. Get the guard in here. And so we go 2 into 2. Would push us in here and end up base, but I think that's okay. Get an R break. Because we just lean into it even more. We are giving up quite a lot of space here on the left hand side. Maybe I should have thought about, but psha. I don't know, like I feel like they can go this way, but they're not that fast and they haven't got that many players that can go that way. So I feel like what would happen with that is we would take some blocks over here and catch up to them. I think. Morning DK Max. Buongiorno Baldi. Jock has Borak Norse. There are 5 Boraks. All awful people. Consider the place fiercely spoiled. My dirty secret. It's not a dirty secret at all. My dark, dirty secret is that I really wanted to go to university in Ireland for a while. I really wanted to go to it's Trinity, isn't it, in Dublin? I don't know if I had any particularly great reasons other than that everyone I'd met who was Irish seemed nice and I liked the accent. But that was definitely a thing when I was looking at universities for a while. I really don't know if it was any more sophisticated than that. Because I was 16 and we all have not very sophisticated thoughts when we're 16. I wanted to get away from home. I knew that. And for a while, I'd convinced myself that I was going to do law, which I'm so glad I didn't do. But I'd convinced myself for a while I was going to study law, and Trinity had good law programs. I'd never studied law. I basically just read some John Grisham, convinced myself it sounded exciting. So they have leaned in with the mummies, so we are going to have a full brawl over here, for better or worse. They are getting some hits back on us. MisspelledTree and Associates Attorneys at Law. Exactly. I do sometimes think I should play that, what's it called, like the Phoenix So-and-So game. There's a game, isn't there? It's like all, I saw Hey Maya played it a few times. Oh, they've got Dauntless. I missed the Dauntless in there. So they're going for the Dauntless hit on our Flesh Golem, but we are standing firm. One dicing it with blocks. Not going to manage down. So we are going to get some hits back here. Whether or not it's enough, I don't know. And they are hitting a 1 dice on our wrestle zombie. I think we don't take the wrestle here because we want that to roll armor on us. Cool. One of the lads did law at Trinity Home Slice. Oh, I should chat to Home Slice sometime about my life that could have been. The MisspelledTree that could have happened. Funny, isn't it? You think about the different life paths you could have had if you made different choices. I'd love to hit that with Frenzy, but I'd need to bring that around. So worth it still? Maybe it is. Get the claw on it. Sakara! Thanks so much for the raid, Zach. Hope you had a fun stream this morning. That's not a knockdown. Are we following up anyway? I think we maybe have to. So now we've got 1 dice or 2 dice. We really needed a knockdown there because we got a knockdown. We could have knocked that down and then had 2 dice on this. That hasn't happened. It's just a 1. That'd do for us. We could push into here, push you into here, then get a better hit on you. Love that. Oh, love that even more. Okay, got rid of a Wraith. And now we get 2, which goes into 2 pretty easy. We can use a sidestep there even if we want to. Does it go into 2 pretty easily? If we go sidestep there, it's a 1. If we bring you in there, it becomes 2 pretty easily. Okay. Claws doing their thing. Gets a stun. Bring you up around there. I think we're going to just stand you up. Have we blitzed yet? We've not blitzed yet. Wow, it's a 3 dice somehow. Which doesn't get a knockdown. We'll pro. And we still won't get a knockdown. Push you to there. Stay. See if we can do these rushes. can. Another 2 dice here. Get the knockdown. Okay. So we got 1 removal, 1 stun. We spent way too much time Meng, but we have, I think, definitely moved this brawl in our favour a bit. We might need to do the colours. It's quite hard to tell them apart. Because, yeah, the mummy with guard being down here means it's now really hard for them to get their hits back well. Hey, Zach. Finally had a game on my nerd removed a couple players. Nice. Turn 8 opponent removes 2 warriors and a beast. Turn 9... No! Oh, Zach, I'm so sorry. I got sad and moody at the end despite my best efforts, so I wanted to raid you for Sea Goblins in a while. Yeah, I'm sorry it's not Goblins right away. We do have this 1 league game to cross off. As soon as it's done, we will have our Goblins. Why am I getting aggressive texts from HMRC about submitting my tax return? I've submitted my tax return. I will, like, quadruple check that later, but I have. Scammers, maybe. Yeah, maybe. You do need to keep an eye out for that, don't you? Yeah, I do need to keep an eye out for that stuff nowadays. Which is boring and annoying, but yes, it does happen. Hey, 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 hey. You're not supposed to punch us back. But we got a regen on a yoga dungeon. No, not a yoga dungeon. Itchy could go to. They're fine. I think we're going to get good pressure on this next turn all the same. And we're both on 10, right? Because we lost 1 and they lost 1. This ghoul running into scoring range. Give themselves an option. Unfortunately, this mummy will get back up next turn. Ooh, cheeky uphill on the Wraith. I will obviously take the side step. On the push, once they click it. They need to click it. See, I think they think they're waiting for me to choose, because I do this sometimes, and they've forgotten that they can still reroll it, so they need to press the button. I do that sometimes. When you roll on uphill and you get a result, you're like, okay, that's okay. And you think your job is done, but it's not. You need to wait. You need something to click it. Morning, Country Pistol. Yeah, I really hope everyone in the path of the storm is doing okay. Does sound a bit scary. Fails the foul appearance. That would have been a 1 dice, so maybe that was bad size of direction, although if it was a push on the 1 dice, it would be on the cage, which is pretty nice. That can go 2 into 2, and that can go there, and then we freed you up, and then we could even hit the ball. That seems good. I was going to say claw doing claw things, but actually that was just rolling 6s doing rolling 6s things. Knock that over. Probably should just go and stand something on that. We just stay so we get 2 into 2 on our frenzy hit. We're doing a good job of removing the undead here, aren't we? Can't be a bad thing. Lovely knockdown. We do follow up here. Just to get out of our own way. Bring that in there. And then it's 2 rushes for a hit on the ball. We still have you to move. think we might just... Do we double tag this or do we double tag this? Don't hate either. Maybe it's more important to make sure this can't get forward so easily. And 2 rushes for 2 dice on the ball. We have no recovery, but they won't have great recovery either if we do knock it down. I think that's worth a reroll having got there. I've only got 2 rerolls, but I think it's still worth it. No, okay, maybe it wasn't. We are going to get 2 dice off here, but at least we make them do the action. Oh my god, Valley. It shouldn't, right? Like, baths are quite heavy. So hopefully that isn't what's going to happen. Like, yeah, baths are quite heavy. That is a bit scary. When I was, oh, they've got grab. They decide where we go. Boo! Don't kill this. When I was living in Missouri, and tornadoes were a thing, getting into the bath was one of the things you were recommended to do. I guess because they're heavy, so they're less likely to be picked up. But then also they've got sort of hard sides, haven't they? So, like, a lot of how you could die in a tornado is being hit by something. So it was get into a bath and put a mattress on top of you as the like last line in safety advice. Because tornadoes hate clean people, yes. Exactly. Of course, what we actually did, because we're British, is we made tea. Our actual British response was to make tea, which is like the last thing you should do. Have boiling water in the house. It was a scary roll. Could have been an armor break on our wolf over here. Opponent is trying to switch away towards here. They get 2 dice on this one, but they haven't knocked it over. I think we step inside now. Now I don't know where they're going. Seems like they're in a tough spot again. Knockdown there would have been giving them some options. Okay. Running backwards. That's not... Yeah, that doesn't seem awful, does it? Gives them at least some distance away from these things that are on the floor and these slower ones. The US version of Last of the Summer Wines involves tornadoes. Do you know I never watched Last of the Summer Wine? It's like one of those cultural reference points that I think is just like a little bit too early, but but like not old enough that I don't know what it is, but like old enough that I never watched it. Soon, Star Ferret. I have 1 league game I need to play first. 1 league game I need to play first. I think the guard just goes in here, even though I don't love it, but it means it's doing something useful, so we can do like that. Don't think we're going to get away from hitting that. That's a rush I'm going to want to take, which is scary. Really could do with this knocking over, so we could free this up. Good. Probably both down, actually. You on there. So we've got 2 dice there. Is that our blitz? Let me bring you in here. Maybe it is. Okay, not what we wanted, but better than nothing. Stand you up. It's currently a 1. 1 rush, we can make it a 2 into a 1, I think. Or is it 2 into 2? Because we cancelled that, so... Yeah, it's 2 into 2 actually. Or it's just 2. What does better for us here? I think the power's actually better because we do this into here, and then we've got 2 dice on this one. That hasn't got block. The removal's that turn, but we knocked down everything we need to knock down. That's good. Back home, my parents used to have these huge plants up on the terrace about the size of an old-timey phone box, just over waist high. They were made of clay and packed with soil. A storm once moved them clean across the terrace. Oh my god. Oh, that's scary talking about it. I can't even imagine. Like when you know something shouldn't move and it moves, that's when it's really scary. Yikes. Yeah, it was Jam, but that stuff was on TV all the time. Exactly, Country Pistol. Like it seemed boring. I was too young for it to seem interesting, but it was on lots. Hey Nagma, I'm a new player with 32 games in Blood Bowl 3 so far, trying to complete Knobs in Arena. Had 5-0, nice! Let's run another game. Got Fairs, one of the 24 World Cup contenders, wipe the floor with me. No! Sorry Nagma. But it's supposed to get tough, Arena, that's the point. Like that's, with the way it works, you're supposed to get tougher matches the higher you go, so... That is part of the challenge. Is the storm hitting Ireland? I didn't realise. Oh yeah, that is a bit scary if it's hitting there as well. But hey Spuggy and hey Galentio. Sausage Camp is back. Fez is a lovely guy. So... Seems to pass over quickly, good. Yeah, also what Hendy said, Nagmar, if you're a new player, you've definitely not chosen easy mode by doing nobility. You've definitely not made that easier for yourself with your choice of team. Tries the hit on foul appearance, doesn't get it. Puts the reroll in, does get the hit. It's a 1 dice. Rerolls to a skull. Reuse the 1 dice for a skull. Okay, so they've spent all their rerolls, but they have knocked this over. Okay. That was an expensive knockdown. Oh, it was a blitz, that's why it got that movement as well. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That makes some sense then. If they try this one and fail again. Yeah, foul appearance is so good when it's good. Can be extremely potent, can't it? Let's just keep tagging you because that is what they're looking at, scoring threat, isn't it? Could come in here. It's only a 1 dice, but we'll get us a chain push into 2. Or we could just 1 dice from here, try to make it a 2 dice. And then we'd be able to free that anyway. Maybe that's better. There is a rush here that I don't want to do, but it's better because it means I can do this. I want to do. Good. I did not want to spend the reroll. Knocking that over is also good. Armor break. Oh, huge roll here to see if this regens. Big, big roll. Does regen. Still, it's out of this drive, which is good. Now we've got 2 dice here. Which is good. this one over. Another removal. We are doing a very good job of removing things, aren't we? Wowza. They are regenning, so good news for them is it's not killing them. Let's push this back out of range. We can worry about the ball later. Oh, I really don't want that double skull, so no rerolls now for the rest of the drive. Do get the power though. And a dead ghoul. Okay, that was a good reroll. I wasn't sure about that reroll, but it's killed the ghoul and turned it into a zombie for us. That's about as good as you can ask for, isn't it? We've got 2 dice here because the guard. I think we take. Knock that over. Another armor break. Okay, yeah, that reroll's looking even better. Another removal. And I think we take this 1 dice now with pro. Pro fail. There you go, there's our double 1. I think we could afford it because we removed everything else. That was a turn. Jesus. Yeah, we have removed 1, 2, I don't know. They've got 4 players left. That seems not good for them. They've got 4, I guess it means we've removed 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's some regens. The only problem here is that we need these dice for our goblins. We don't want to waste them here on our necromantic. We need these for our goblins. But yeah, what a turn. That was wild. That was absolutely bonkers. Yeah, me too, Rick. Like when the animation kicks in, it's like, wait, what? If you're not used to playing undead teams and getting those, it's like, wait, what's happening? So you have a second of like, is that a regen? It did start fair. I was a bit diced on that turn because I was going to have my regen, my pro, and it failed. Does opponent know this is their action? They have grab. Yes. I was a bit diced. Can't believe pro failed. My poor professional zombie. Vitriolic monkey. He's just trying to make a career as a zombie, alright? He's just trying to make an honest living as a zombie. A professional zombie. I can't believe it fell. Ferret's just upset because he got pro'd when we played. He couldn't handle 1 professional vampire. 1 professional vampire. How hard is that to deal with? I don't know if I'm going to keep playing UKBBL, I'm afraid, Galentia. Like, when I signed up, I didn't realise quite what a grind it was to play in the competitive division. So I'm playing this season out because I said I would. But yeah, I am in too many leagues at the moment, and I did not realise it was like it's a crazy grind to get to play a playoff game in UKBBL. Like, it's fair enough. Like, I can see why people would enjoy that kind of league structure as well, but to me it feels a bit like too much. Yeah, it's much more similar to like the English Football League structure, isn't it? Like than what most Blood Bowl leagues do, I guess. So we go 1 into 1 on this. Don't really want to do that, so we're probably just taking the hit on the white and facing the ghoul. Keep it here in front. Or just remove it like we're doing everything else. That's a shame. I would have liked to knock that over. Do I dodge now? 3+ to put that on there. Yeah. That's what we wanted to do. Good. Poor Candace. Race scoring threat. I'm so original. You never know. Like, for sure, I'm not going to do next season in UKBBL because I'm going to be away. So like my idea was just finish this season, and then I don't know. I assume I'm allowed to park the team. Like we are getting some nice development on the team, so maybe I'll decide later if I'm allowed to. I'll come back to it, but I think next season is definitely a no because of travel. So okay, so we're on turn 7. Let's get a scoring threat in before we do anything else. What happened this half? Where is the undead team? They're just taking a rest. Some of them regen. Look, this mummy regened. I was diced when the mummy regened. Like a foghorn with boobies. 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 Okay. And pick the ball up and run. We failed the pickup. Diced. Probably should have covered that better. Although I don't think it can score. Yeah, it can't score. Kiss Collie has noticed it. It's true. Exactly. Kalon's got it right. They all regened. Except for the one that died. The ghoul didn't regen. Other than that, they all regened. I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 KOs. Mostly zombies. But there is a white in here too. Astronomers arriving and asking the same question. Why is everyone so sorry for my opponent? Why is no one sorry for me and the fact that this regened? No, jokes aside, I do feel bad for Candace. This is rough. This is super rough. But Lieselot Bedsore will carry on as part of our team. I think Candace is having a really rough season as well from the looks of the standings, so poor Candace. Bonk that. Not going to be able to make this a 3 dice, am I? Not without using that, and I don't want to use that because that's got to get the ball. Full power on the ghoul. See that burned the 1 and the 2, so now we'll make the pickup for sure. Guaranteed. That's how dice work. Definitely how dice work. Made the pickup. Made the rush. In fact, it was how the dice worked. Absolute filth. Sorry, Candace. Does it get dull always rolling perfect dice? Naff off, ferret. Look, my opponent made most of their KOs. With a kick, as they should. Alright, listen. I know everyone has short memories, but do we not remember the Goblin game yesterday that went to overtime and the struggle? Nobody respects the struggle. I never remembered a bad thing happening to a streamer I watch. So we have you. Who actually wants SVP here? Freezing Star wants SVP, but we can't hand off to Freezing Star. I guess more on Blood Bowl Knight is never bad. More on Phil is never bad. The 2 Flesh Golems we'd love to just get themselves up to the next level. You in there. God. Now they've got block. The team does feel a lot better now. Everyone important has block. My goodness. Especially still sitting on 2 rerolls. Suddenly having block everywhere changes the feel of the team a lot. That might have happened yesterday, Furion. But they deserved it because they were playing Orcs against Goblins. So really, if anything, I was still unlucky somehow. I have been on a run of good luck in tabletop. I really have. And it's really weird because like you're supposed to like tell everyone that like luck is no part of Blood Bowl and there are no dice and all this. But like I'm really like second guessing like now whether like am I playing better because I've won some tournaments, or is it just that I genuinely was like not getting the luck before and now I'm getting the luck, like because it does feel like I've been very lucky the last few. I fully did believe I was never going to win one. I really did, like, because it just felt like everything would go wrong every time. And yeah, then it changed. I'm sorry, but that one where Andy, like, when I won 6 games and Andy still stopped me from winning, really did, like, break something with me for a while. It really made me feel like you just literally can't. So it was Andy Davo's fault, just so we're all clear. Just in case there was any ambiguity about that. Let's just use that to get off Mummy, I think. Yeah, the important thing everyone keeps in mind here is that it was Andy's fault. That's the most important detail of all. Could punch that from there if we get 2 assists in. We do have to put this here, which I don't like. I should have done that the other way around with the zombies, but I didn't. That's not good. Yeah, it's really not good. Oh well, it's happened. Oh, you see what happens? You have one nice lucky half, and then chat comes in and complains about it, and suddenly you have no luck at all. Once again, yet again, it's chat's fault. As usual, chat ruins everything. You're right, Kaylon. As a general point, I understand where you're coming from, but this is a very specific thing that happened with me and Andy that I'm allowed to talk about. Like, I am allowed to have that. I am allowed to have my feelings about that experience. That's not a generalised trolling Andy. Like, that's a tournament where I had the best tournament I'd ever had. And I lost to him by the most ridiculous narrow tiebreaker that it's possible to lose by. And he's a friend, and I'm allowed to complain about it. Scumbag, exactly. And then, worst part of it, he then played as my teammate in a tournament and didn't win all of his games. So he sabotaged me both ways. He did it twice. He sabotaged by winning and he sabotaged by not winning. Spiteful. Andy is lovely, and I would definitely hope that anyone who watches this stream understands that any grief I give Andy is in the context of a friendship, because that's how British people are friends. I think it's the same with Irish people. I feel like it's true in Ireland as well, that when you really like someone, that's when you give them the most grief. Like, the people I don't like, I just don't talk about. Like, I'm someone who, in general, if I don't like someone, my usual attitude is not to talk about them. Because I'd rather just not have the bad energy. You would think Keith is my worst enemy. Okay, but Keith is your worst enemy though. That's obviously true. God, that's a bit dark. Country pistol. Blimey. This drive hasn't started very well. This drive hasn't started very well at all. And you just won the Welsh. It's at least 1 week free pass. Yeah. I haven't actually dropped into a stream because I've been working the evenings. I haven't dropped into a stream, so congratulations. Right, where are we going? You've got to stand up. That is 2 dice. I could free up the Wraith as well, that'd be nice. Punch that one, then we can punch that one. I think this one's gonna have to stay. Okay, very happy with that being a POW because it frees up. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. I meant to free that up. Oh well. Not the first time and not the last time. I have done a bad misclick. Okay, oh well. Things I have done. Might take that uphill now. Might change our plan. I think we still got to do this. We are winning, so we don't need to force the issue, right? Like we can just draw. Draw is fine. Not draw, as in like draw the drive. Fine. Push you away. Pop you there. Do we now? Uphill that. Oh well. That was greedy. Should have set that up first either way. Yeah, probably could have shown the mummy away, couldn't I? I don't know. I think the short answer to that, Varian, is that it wasn't a very good turn by me. I think that was not my finest work. Shizarasti, the goblin run comes after this. We've got 1 league game to get through, and then we'll go back to the goblins. That's the plan. So you've got 6 turns to wait before we get back to the goblins. No barbarians team at home nations. So Rick just gets to be a champion. Eternal barbarians champion. Or did they change the rules specifically because they were just sick of Rick Reckless winning all the time? They were sick of Rick Reckless showing up and crushing everyone with Imperial Nobility. They were like, ugh, that Rick Reckless who did a 1 turn with Nobility, which is outrageous. Just so we're all clear, that is outrageous. They were like, we need to do something to stop this. The worst part is, like, if you were playing against Rick and Rick started trying an Imperial Nobility 1 turn, you'd know it was going to work. Like, before it even started, you'd be like, this shouldn't work, but it's Rick, so it's going to work. You'd know it. You'd know it was coming. You'd be like, shit. Another coach would have no chance. As was the run around from the room shouting words. It's the only shame with tabletop is like moments like that get lost. Like tabletop is by far the most fun kind of Blood Bowl, but the only shame is like those of us who weren't there didn't get to watch it. Like, I'd love to have seen that. I'd love to be able to watch it back. Stand the guard up. Means we get our 2 dice here, 2 dice there. Well, that's not what we wanted. I was thinking of pushing forward this turn, but I think now we don't because of that not being a knockdown. So we'd probably just try to camp out for another turn when we are. Goes 2 into... We'll make it 2 into 2. Good. That's good. A lot of KOs in this game. Stand that up. Move the ball into here now. Cover the back. Take this because it's safer. Nice stone. I'll just push that away. This seems harder than last drive. Maybe you should just kill them all again. I should do that. It did work well on the last drive. Just killing them all. Yesterday I had a 5-6-3-2 to score without a reroll. Rick's response to it fails. I'd have made it. Rick dies. Woo! That doesn't sound like a false and unpleasant compliment, so I don't believe Rick said it. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Sometimes they don't die. It's very rude and inconvenient. Very rude and inconvenient when they don't just die. Also, we all know Rick has freezers in his heads in his freezer. Not freezers in his heads. That would be different and confusing. Rick just thinks a lot about freezers. Some of the all-time great Blood Bowl streaming content when Amaya showed us Rick's freezer. Is that my choice? Yeah, it is, sorry. Alright, where are we going? I'd like to move forward. I think we're going to go to the right here now. We got that stun. Problem is just you, isn't it? It's just you. Maybe we can't go that way because maybe we're going this way. Okay, yeah. Just talk myself out of it. Let's go this way instead. This looks much more achievable. because of that great big stinking mummy in our way. So we bonk that. And do not bonk that. Or that. Annoying. I would go 2 and 2 because of the guard at least. I feel like we're not going to get to move again. Making me sad. Okay, I do like that better than the alternative of being power and having to follow on the frenzy. So actually maybe we can move. We're leaving a gap here. Well, that's not very fast, so we can just go this side of the screen, can't we? That's not going to catch us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if you're doing the mummy dodges, then probably things haven't gone great for them if that's happening. I do some rushes on you at the end. This is the end, so let's do them now. Then let's not leave that on a mummy. Well, that's all very lucky, isn't it? It's all very convenient when you do make the dice. All very convenient when you do make the dice. It's looking good on turn 12 here. The fact that we're winning obviously makes it all look pretty good anyway. But yeah, I think this is going to be hard for them to recover too. I mean, they're a pretty tough spot, right? They're down their only full movement ghoul. This one's only movement 6. They're down a white as well, so the only actual, like, even at all fast players they've got are this ghoul with movement 6 and this white with movement 6. So actually, necromantic can feel really slow. Like, I'm definitely still figuring out necro. I haven't got them sussed at all. But in this specific matchup, we had kind of got ourselves the speed advantage, hadn't we? Welcome in, Calatros. I think I know what that means. I think that means playing well. But please, if we could try to keep it to English, because I can't keep an eye on or like moderate chat if I don't know what people are saying. But yeah, welcome. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what that means, but I'm just trying to keep the principle of the chat should be English. And thank you for saying. And then what we're doing. Gonna squeeze in a bit here, gonna rush the mummy. Yeah, mummy on the balls. Oh, okay, not putting mummy on the ball. I thought they might put mummy on the ball there. Now they're putting mummy on the ball. Another reroll. Ugh. Rolled some ones bad times. Oh, I'm gonna want to surf it so bad, but it's dice. Oh, I'm gonna want to surf it so bad. I'm gonna want to surf it so bad. Cheeky one dice pal. Rude. I think staying in here with the guard. And now we just got this one free at the top. What's more likely, dwarfs or king of the castle? More likely is king of the castle, but neither of them are happening right now. We're doing Blood Bowl right now. King of the castle is always more likely than dwarfs, because dwarfs are never going to happen, because dwarfs are gross. Boo dwarfs. we following? I think we're following. I want to serve this so badly, but it's a 1 in 9 risk. Are we doing it anyway? I think we might be doing it anyway. Just because it's trying to serve mummy. And that's kind of too good to turn down. We have got dodge, brand new dodge on Blood Bowl Mutt. Makes the dodge. Gets the push. Is a 1 dice on the second hit. But no problems. There we go. Get a mummy off the pitch. Very nice. And has not regened, but that probably doesn't matter for this game. Do we need this? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, undead are a puzzle because like they're obviously very good, and the only time I've really like tried to play them in tabletop, it went pretty well. But it does feel like it's all so dependent on the mummies. As soon as you get a mummy off the pitch, everything feels so flimsy compared. But when there are 2 mummies on the pitch, it's kind of horrible, isn't it? They're quite good. Opponent is out of rerolls. Opponent's nearly out of time. I hadn't noticed that. They are nearly out of time as well. No, have not played my ZFL yet. ZFL is Saturday, I think. I will double check. Got a lot of Blood Bowl the next couple of days. Because I've got Rebel Saturday morning, and I think I've got ZFL Saturday evening. I am in too many leagues at the moment. That's the other problem with UKBBL. It's just a victim of I've signed up to too much. Which is going to feel even more true when we get to holiday time. But a lot's getting to the end. Like we're nearly at the end of the season. We're nearly at the end of the IRBB season. So I think I've got 1 game left in IRBB. I need to work out what I'm doing with IRBB for next season. Because I do want to keep playing in IRBB, but I've got, obviously, like I keep saying, time away. And I'm not sure how best to manage that. So I do need to chat to admins about that one. Okay, so score is looking pretty safe now. Take some hits. You did not miss the goblin game. The goblin game is coming. Got to do this 1 game first. I think we're just looking at 1 dice here now, aren't we? 1 dice. Just push. 1 dice. Lots of power. 1 dice. Gets the knockdown. And the removal. Have I blitzed yet? So we could blitz red dice into 1 dice? Sure, I've got nothing else to do. Double powers, filthy lacquer. Run this wolf up here. Stand the zombie over it. Done. Oh, you're getting your first ZFL game tonight? That's exciting, Egg. Love the ZFL. Absolutely love it. And I'm really pleased for you that you got to come in. I liked your character design. We need more goblin coaches. I don't get your joke, I'm afraid, Chan, but I'm really sorry. That's like a Saxon English joke or something that I don't get. You're using characters that I don't know. But I'm pleased for you that it was funny. All right. So we've got the touchdown if you want it. Let's take some hits first. And then maybe we'll hand off. Not decided yet. I don't hate getting another skill on the ghoul now that we've got our basic skills on our wolves, because they're going to get SVP by blitzing. But on the other hand, getting a super wolf does sound pretty good. So I'm not sure. Let's go 2 and 2 on this one. Push. Knock down. It's fine. Block there. Fine. Haven't got 2 dice there. Have to rush to get that one there. Go on, let's be greedy. Let's be greedy and hand off to the wolf. Let's be mega greedy and blitz with... Oh my god, what? That's supposed to be a blitz action, but it's defaulted to pass action. I always forget that when you've got the ball carrier set to like auto handoff, if you don't deliberately tell it to blitz, it does things by mistake. Oh dear. Oh dear. That was meant to be blitz and then go into score, but of course it turned it into a pass action for some reason. That is going to be the... I haven't blitzed, had I? I don't think I blitzed. I don't think I blitzed. Maybe I had and I forgot. Okay. Not punished. In fact, we even got the ball back because we are that lucky. Because we are that lucky. Punch. Pop you there. And pop you there. Take the punch. And we'll blitz with the other one. Pow. Can we get a hit here as well? Yeah. Take all the 2 dices and then we'll score. Well, that was some things that happened. Still complaining about this after dicing. What a dicing. Absolutely diced. Nuffle once again proving that his core motivating value is humour. I think that's definitely true. Nuffle's greatest drive is always the funny outcomes. Good game for UKBBL for sure. Another win. I think we've only won or drawn on this team. I don't think we've had any losses yet. We have played halflings 3 times to be fair, so in terms of starting out a necro team, we have had pretty gentle matchups. So, I'm not sure who Carol is that Furian's saying hello to. I wonder if that's too many chats going on at once. Nice MVP on the Wraith. It's the one that's already got a level, but still. It's still not bad, is it? Opponent has already validated. So that is what our team looks like with, I think it's 1 or 2 games left in this season. probably not taking any levels. We're saving for guard or mighty blow on the golems. We're saving for guard here. Probably mighty blow next here. Saving for dodge here. Block here. We could random again on Red Herring Gaming, although just the one random for block is kind of already makes that a really good value, so maybe we just don't do anything on that. So yeah, that was whatever game it was on the necromantic, game number 7. 5 wins, 2 losses. It's been a good run with the necromantic, and I think there's either 1 or 2 games left in this season, so nearly the end of this run with them. But if you're enjoying it on YouTube, do hit that like and subscribe.